Most men assume intimacy begins in the bedroom, but in reality, it starts much earlier than that. Thoughtful. The truth is, there are certain subtle areas on a woman's body that, when approached with care and intention, can spark not only attraction, but also trust, emotional closeness, and a lasting connection. The surprising part is that most men are completely unaware of these places, which is often why they don't get the response they expect. Stay with me because I'm going to walk you through 7 powerful zones every man should understand. And one of them, in particular, will completely shift how you bond with her. Excited? Welcome to Way, where today we explore how meaningful affection can deepen attraction and unlock a more genuine emotional connection. The first area to understand is the base of her neck, right at the nape, just beneath the hairline and above the collarbone. This part of her body is extremely sensitive, not just physically, but emotionally as well. Because she can't see what you're doing there, it naturally requires a higher level of trust. A slow, thoughtful kiss in this spot carries far more meaning than simple physical contact. It connects to deeper emotional responses, almost like leaving an imprint on her memory. Science suggests this area is rich in nerve endings that link to parts of the brain responsible for emotion and recall. When approached gently, it communicates care rather than control. Moving her hair aside and placing a soft, lingering kiss there sends a quiet message of appreciation and presence, making her feel valued and emotionally safe in a way that lasts. Another often overlooked yet incredibly impactful spot is just behind her ear. This area may seem small, but it holds a strong connection to sensations of comfort and bonding. The skin here is delicate and responsive, and when touched with intention, it can create a sense of closeness that goes beyond the physical. Gentle affection in this area can stimulate the release of hormones linked to trust and emotional attachment, helping her feel more connected to you. It's not about intensity, but about awareness and timing. A soft, unhurried approach here can communicate warmth and attentiveness, making the moment feel personal and meaningful. When done right, it's less about the action itself and more about the feeling it creates, one that lingers and builds a deeper sense of connection between you both. The area around her ear is deeply personal, almost like a doorway into her private world of thoughts, emotions, and quiet moments. It's where soft whispers, gentle laughter, and meaningful words naturally belong. When you bring your attention there, it's not about intensity or trying to impress. It's about subtlety. A light, unhurried kiss just behind her ear paired with a soft, sincere whisper can create a powerful emotional response that spreads through her entire body. What matters most isn't the action itself, but the feeling behind it. Taking your time, staying present, and letting the moment breathe shows her that she matters beyond the surface. It makes her feel chosen, not for appearance or convenience, but for who she truly is when no one else is around. Then there's a quieter, more understated place that carries deep meaning, her inner wrist. This isn't about desire in the usual sense, but about respect and awareness. The skin here is soft and sensitive, and just beneath it lies her pulse, a reflection of her inner state, her emotions, her energy. A gentle kiss in this area communicates something far deeper than words. It shows that you notice the small details, that you're patient, and that you're in tune with her rhythm rather than trying to control the moment. Studies suggest that touch in this area connects to parts of the brain linked with empathy and emotional understanding, making it incredibly powerful when approached with intention. Holding her hand, pausing naturally, and placing a soft kiss on her wrist becomes less about attraction and more about genuine presence. The beauty of this gesture lies in its restraint. It shows that you're not rushing or trying to prove anything, but instead choosing to slow down and truly be there with her. That kind of presence is rare, and it creates a sense of safety that allows her to relax and open up naturally. When she feels that level of calm and respect, her guard begins to lower without force or pressure. It becomes a moment of quiet connection rather than performance. And in a world where so much is rushed and surface level, this kind of thoughtful attention stands out in a way she won't easily forget. From here, the connection naturally deepens, leading to the next area, the hollow of her collarbone, a place that sits close to her heart, both physically and symbolically. carrying its own unique emotional significance. A slow, intentional kiss along her collarbone carries a meaning that goes deeper than simple attraction. It's not just appreciation, it's a quiet acknowledgement of who she is at her core. This area is naturally sensitive both physically and emotionally, so it only feels right when a sense of comfort and trust has already been built. When approached with patience and care, it creates a feeling of closeness that lingers far beyond the moment. Then there's a more unexpected place, the inside of her elbow. It's delicate, often overlooked, yet surprisingly powerful. A gentle touch or soft kiss here can send subtle shivers through her, not because it's intense, but because it shows genuine attention. It tells her you're not following a routine, but truly noticing her, understanding what makes her feel valued in a way that feels personal. Moving further, the stomach and hip bone areas require a completely different level of trust. These are places many women feel protective about, so they should never be rushed or approached without emotional safety already in place. When treated with gentleness and sincerity, they communicate acceptance in a way words often cannot. It's like saying you appreciate every part of her, even the ones she keeps hidden from the world. These moments aren't about urgency, they're about connection that develops naturally over time. When done with the right intention, they leave a lasting impression that stays with her long after. It becomes less about physical closeness and more about making her feel fully seen and accepted, which is what truly deepens emotional intimacy. There's also a simple, yet powerful, gesture that doesn't involve a kiss at all, placing your hand softly on her lower back. This small action carries a surprising emotional weight because that area often holds tension, responsibility, and unspoken stress. Resting your hand there gently sends a quiet message of reassurance as if you're telling her she doesn't have to handle everything on her own. It creates a sense of calm and support that she can physically feel. If you've ever shared a slow, relaxed moment and felt her lean into you, that's not accidental. It's trust being expressed without words. These small, thoughtful touches, even when they're not romantic on the surface, can create a deep sense of safety and connection. When you step back and look at the bigger picture, it becomes clear that real intimacy doesn't suddenly appear in one moment or one place. It builds gradually through small, meaningful actions that show care, patience, and presence. It's about how you make her feel in the quiet, in between moments, not just the obvious ones. Every gentle touch, every pause, every sign of attention adds to a deeper emotional bond. When a woman feels safe, understood, and genuinely valued, she naturally opens up in ways that feel effortless and real. And that kind of connection, the one built on trust and sincerity, is what truly lasts far beyond any single moment. Real intimacy doesn't suddenly appear in one moment or one place. It begins in the quiet, almost invisible ways you pay attention to her. It lives in the small, thoughtful gestures that make her feel acknowledged and emotionally safe. It comes from understanding that her body isn't just physical. It holds emotion, memory, and vulnerability within it. When you approach her with that awareness, the connection naturally moves beyond surface level attraction. From the back of her neck to the space behind her ear, from her wrist to her collarbone, and even the more subtle areas like her elbow, stomach, and hips, each place carries meaning. These aren't just points of contact, they're chances to express something deeper without saying a word to show her through your actions that she matters. What makes these moments powerful is the message behind them. Every gentle touch, every pause, every bit of attention becomes a quiet way of saying that you truly see her, that you respect her, and that you're choosing to be present with her. These are the kinds of experiences that stay with her long after the moment has passed. They create a sense of trust and emotional closeness that feels steady and real. And it's never about rushing or trying to impress. It's about slowing down enough to notice what most people miss. It's about being patient, being intentional, and treating her with care. Even something as simple as placing your hand softly on her lower back can speak. Volumes offering reassurance and a sense of support that words often fail to capture. At its core, this isn't about techniques or strategies. It's about the energy you bring into the moment. It's about approaching her with genuine respect, attention, and sincerity. When every action comes from that place, it naturally builds something deeper and more meaningful. Each soft touch and every moment of awareness adds another layer to the connection, turning it into something she won't easily forget. You're not just creating attraction, you're creating emotional depth and lasting memories. If this resonated with you, make sure to support Feminine Insight by liking the video and subscribing for more content like this. And drop the word cherish in the comments if you felt the message. Because at the end of the day, that's what truly matters. Making her feel valued, understood, and deeply connected in a way that goes beyond the surface.